In this class, let us learn what are the other services in relation to healthcare which are exempt from GST. In our previous class, I said that any healthcare services with relation to humans are exempt. So, humans are exempt. Now the question comes, what about animals and birds? The exemption is applicable even for animals and birds. There is one entry which says any healthcare services in relation to animals and birds provided by veterinary clinic is exempt from GST. So even humans healthcare is exempt, even animals or birds healthcare is exempt from GST. So that is the first point. Now let us see the second point. It talks about preservation of stem cells by cord blood banks. Let us see what actually it is. Whenever a child is born, you can preserve the umbilical cord. Now the question comes, what will they do with that umbilical cord? The stem cells in umbilical cord can be used to treat the future disease of that child. So this can be stored in one place, which is that is cord blood banks. So if cord blood bank is charging any money for storing these stem cells, it is exempt from GST. So here we complete the healthcare services and we will be discussing about sanitation services which are exempt from GST. The first point under sanitation is treatment of biomedical waste. Now what it is? Every hospital will have a medical waste. They will have a medical waste and they cannot dispose it off in public. They can't throw it to a normal garbage. It requires a special treatment. Say I am a businessman and I have a plant of mine where I treat this medical waste. So all the medical waste from the hospitals I collect it. Say for an example injections, that is syringes. Now once I receive those syringes, I make it a point that it is not reusable again. I destroy it, I cut it into small pieces, I heat it, I melt it. So I provide so many other functions so that these medical wastages are properly disposed of. So my service, a service by a common biomedical waste treatment plant, a biomedical waste treatment facility is exempt from GST. Now the last service in sanitation category is a very small one. That is nothing but public toilets. So if there is anyone who is providing a service of providing a public toilets and he is collecting some money, let's say 1 rupee or 2 rupee, this is exempt from GST. Now let us quickly revise all the points we studied in this class. There were 4 points. First I said, healthcare services in relation to animals and birds is also exempt from GST. Second, preservation of stem cells in cord blood banks is exempt from GST. Third, I said, any services provided by common biomedical waste treatment facility is exempt from GST. The last point we studied is services by way of public toilets or public bathrooms is exempted from GST.